Hey guys, what's going on? We got another Enhancement Shaman PvP video here today, and this time I am in the solo shuffle bracket, and this is at about 2200, 2300 MMR. Um, I'm still only 1850, but everybody I fight is around 22, 23, so yeah, it's kind of interesting. But anyways, this time I am going to be playing the Storm build, and the reason for that is they have no real way of shutting it down like a warrior or any form of disarm. Um, every time I fought the Resto Shaman, I probably should have swapped to Elementalist, mainly because of Earthen Wall Totem. When he uses that, it protects very well against small paper cut attacks like Wind Fury and Doom Winds. It's a huge defensive against those. Other than that, I am fighting a Balanced Druid, Elemental Shaman, Holy Priest, Resto Shaman, and Unholy DK throughout this, so it's quite interesting, but it went pretty well. So at first, for this match, it's against the Balanced Druid and the Elemental Shaman. Um, the DK is mainly focused on the Druid, but I end up switching around a lot, just trying to find which target is most vulnerable. And at the very start, the Shaman went ahead and walled. It was kind of weird, but worked out in our favor because he doesn't have a defensive, and now we know that. So it makes him very susceptible to damage. But the priest is also playing like super aggressive. I'm trying to heal myself to help out our healer who's getting CC'd a little bit, but for the most part I'm on the shaman. At the end I kind of switched to the priest, mainly because of just getting to him and keeping him away from the druid so the DK can damage him. But on this map, Thunderstorm is very good here. As you can see, he just threw off the Elemental Shaman. And we have 3 Shamans in the group, so it's kind of a nightmare to stay on top of the bridge. So if you're fighting Shamans, it's possibly best to try and fight underneath. But as you saw, I launched the Balanced Druid off, so then the Priest didn't move, so I just swapped to him. The Ellie Shaman's trying to get off as many hexes as possible, but I'm instantly trying to dispel them as fast as possible so that way it's not working. But we get GA down. I think we procced it there. It's very good. So I see the priest is pretty low. When I chased him down here, I should have dropped Tremor Totem because I knew he had Psychic Scream. So it would have been great to just not have to worry about that. But I'm able to get on top of the priest and just prevent him from healing for the most part. That way the druid is also in trouble, as you see, and the priest is now in trouble, and then I knock them, split them, because that's how this map works, and we take out the druid. So Thunderstorm is a massive benefit here. But the next match we're against the Ellie and the Unholy. So for the majority of this match, I tend to focus the Death Knight, and the reason for that is he's an easier target for me, and I can use his Army of the Dead to funnel all the Storm Strike damage into him. So you'll see he takes a lot of damage. All while I have the priest set to my focus, so that way I can just kick him, because the Ellie Shaman isn't really going to cast anything other than Hex. And if he hexes, I'm just going to dispel it anyways. But you can see the Shaman went ahead and walled as soon as I got to him. Kind of odd. Then I grouped them together. That's where I used my cooldowns. Hit the Shaman for a bit. I should have already swapped to the DK, but here I start hitting the DK. Start using Crash Lightning to funnel into the Death Knight. It's a very good way of beating Death Knights. As you see, the Ellie Shaman went for the Hex. I instantly Dispel. And then the Priest is stuck in a Root Beam right now. But I'm just wailing on the Death Knight just because it's an easier target to hit. And he summons minions. The Druid knocks him off a lot, so I just swap to the Shaman, whatever the closest target is, just like I'm playing Turbo. just so that way I'm not losing too much DPS. It's a much better way of doing things, I think. But you can see that Druid's taking a significant amount of damage. I'm trying to help with healing and such by dropping Healing Tide and just using Chain Heal and stuff to help him out. Grounding Totem whenever I see the Shaman use Primordial Wave. But the biggest thing is kicking the healer on their healing spells or healing school. And then here I get a nice Ascendance proc and I just quickly swap just to get a bit of damage on him. Just to show him that he's also like a target of mine. And then here I think the Druid gets a nice knock on the Death Knight. Okay, it's later. That's just getting the DK out of the way. Because Thunderstorm is very good, especially when using it defensively. You can knock people off during their cooldowns and totally shut it out. Very good. Like here would have been a great time. Yeah, see, Druid just knocks him off. I chase him down because he's LOS from the healer, and we're able to take him down. So make sure you try and knock people off, especially when you're on like a bridge map like this on their cooldowns. It makes a massive difference. Mainly because if they are like a Death Knight, they're gonna have trouble getting back up and using the cooldowns. But if it's like a warrior, then they have to use their leap, which is one of their mobility things. So it makes a huge difference in the end. You don't have to wall, you just throw them off the edge and you're on your way. But now we're fighting the Balanced Druid and the Unholy DK. So this is where a lot of damage comes out, and we also have the Priest on our team. But I think we still end up winning here. I don't remember. I think so. But you can see the DK popping all of his cooldowns, using everything on the Ellie Shaman. I should have instantly just knocked him off right there, but I was just so focused on dealing damage to him. But yeah, there. Gets launched off the edge. Should have been much earlier. I saw the Healing Tide. I should have went and killed it, but I didn't. But as you see, I'm hitting the Shaman now a little bit, hitting everybody, just playing like I would if it was Turbo, just because the Ellie Shaman is also going to be doing damage to everybody, so I might as well just try and find who doesn't have defensives and just hit them, and just try and work with that. But here the Priest is getting CC'd, and I'm just helping interrupt a Hex, because it was the healer, so that means he's now locked out of nature for a couple seconds, which makes a big difference. But here I try and pull everybody together. DKs don't like to move, so keep that in mind when you're trying to pull people. But yeah, a big thing for Shaman is remembering what CCs you can remove, like Tremor Totem is massive, and Hex is also something like Decurse. Pretty big, useful stuff. You can also use Sunder to interrupt, so that's a good thing, which I'll do. I think I did earlier or later on. But here I'm just hitting the Resto Shaman a little bit. Just trying to find somebody who's taking damage, really. Or find somebody I can stick to. The DK is kind of an iffy target just because he absorbs so much magic damage, so my Ellie Shaman won't be too useful against him. But here we get some good damage on the Druid. I missed a kick on the Shaman, which really sucks, but there I interrupt his healing surge with Sundering. And then I just start wailing on the DK because I could have lunged, and now I grip them all together, and the DK goes down. I'm actually quite surprised we were able to kill the DK, but kill target's a kill target, which is the best benefit. This match didn't go so well. So this time we're against the Resto Shaman, the Ellie Shaman, and the Unholy DK. I should have gone with Elementalist here because of the Earthen Wall, and I think it would also give a huge benefit to funneling into the other two targets. That doesn't mean Storm isn't going to do anything here. I'm obviously still going to do a big amount of damage, but I think Elementalist would have been best. And throughout the whole matchup, I think Elementalist might have been better in general. But here they pop all their cooldowns. I should have went ahead and knocked off the Death Knight already, but I spend a Lightning Bolt on the Healing Tide. I grip in the Ellie Shaman just to get some spread pressure going on because everybody's now grouped up. So that means more funnel for my Crash Lightning into Storm Strikes. And then the DK pops IBF. The Ellie Shaman also knocks us off during defensives, which isn't really great. Also, the rest of the Shaman used Ascendant, so that means 2 cooldowns got kind of used up, but not really useful in a sense. But here I'm just wailing on whatever I can target because there's so many things in the way. And then I'm just trying to reapplying Earth Shield is pretty big. It's actually a big healing benefit to you guys, mainly because it is, I think, all of your healing, if not second. And keeping it up at all times is actually pretty helpful for the healer, because I think you also take a little bit of extra healing as well. That may just be from the shaman, but still. But here they get a good knock, splitting up the healer and the druid, and then I'm just sitting here on the Ellie shaman. They pop a grounding, I kill it, knock him to interrupt the hex. And then I try and pull them off of the druid, but they are still able to take him down. It's not a huge amount you can do to peel other than like static field and stuff like that. Could also lasso if you want, but lasso kind of sucks because you can interrupt it, but it's still good to have. But anyways, on to this match. It's Ellie and Balance Druid. This one did not go well at all. The one of the shamans got a really nice knock and split us all up and was able to finish us down. But yeah, it was quite unfortunate this round, but here I should have popped my wall early, knowing that these two do a lot of damage. I see the Tide Totem, so I send a Maelstrom Spender there. I should have already walled here because of the amount of damage that's going on, but I have GA on me, so I thought I was going to be fine. Then as soon as GA falls, I wall. But the Priest is cycloned, we get knocked off, and we're just dead. So they had a really good CC combination on the healer. There wasn't much to do there other than try and... I should have used Thunderstorm much earlier. Would have been a great benefit to us. But on to the last match. So this one, Triple Shaman, absolute nightmare for a Holy Priest because they have to cast so much. The main target, I think, is going to be the Druid, but as the other matches, I tend to switch a lot, just trying to find somebody to hit. You can see the Druid playing kind of out there, but I try and pull the other two in. But the DK uses his Death's Advance to ignore it, which kind of sucks. But they used AMZ and GA here, which was a big benefit to us. But the Druid's just taking so much damage. We almost kill him, but he gets a nice Shadow Meld off to prevent it. And then I think we also proc GA, so that's on an even longer cooldown. But the problem is they went on either side of the map, so neither of them can see each other, which was a huge fault on their part. But the priest was able to get back in time. Here I'm just trying to hit whatever I can because I just keep getting knocked off and the druid's about to fall. And that's it. So that's it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.